telling you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no Creflo die. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrows. Faith is shaky in vibrato.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And now for the Jays, Spencer Horwitz. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Righty delivers. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number one. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
On the ground to short. They put the tag on him, and that's out number two. 2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Smoked on the ground, a second. To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. It's back now in Tampa Bay. And our pitcher tonight. What do we have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And now the 0-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Whips it across. One gone, bottom half of the first. Junior Caminero, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Caminero, only 20 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first, and a couple of quick outs. Jonathan Aranda, next to hit for the Rays. That one inside, and that's ball one. That one down the line, boots it, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. And stepping in for the Rays, Christopher Morel. That one finds the corner. The 1-1. Aranda leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. New inning getting started. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Ernie Clement. The wind of the pitch. And a base hit. So a runner aboard. To start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now number 36. This one in the air, center field. DeLuca has this one sized up. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Now the third baseman, Luis De Los Santos.
Luis De Los Santos.
Bounce to the left side. To second, there's one. And that's 2. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Down to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the inning, and the batter now, Josh Lowe. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, but just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Johnny DeLuca in now. Takes ball. One off the plate. Now into the ball game on defense. Tyler Heineman. He takes over behind the plate.
Tyler Heineman.
Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
And he handles it himself for the out. This is Dylan Carlson. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a two-bagger.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Strike two.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch two-out double made this inning interesting.
Next pitch misses way outside. Runner at second, two down. Bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
He's in a tough spot.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And here is Stuart Baroa. And a pitch. Hard hit left side. Jumps, throws, close play, but in there.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop could even make that play.
Now the left fielder, Jose Barrios. There's a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
DeLuca makes a move towards the gap, but it's just out of reach. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw. Home, and he's out.
Estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well in the relay. But an excellent job of execution and getting that out at the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lowe has it sized up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. Cut off. Throw to third. He's in there.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Back to the top of the lineup, Spencer Horwitz. Next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Barrios on third with 2 out. This one chopped up the middle. That ends the frame. One left for Toronto. Still no score. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the catcher, Logan Driscoll. Ball 1, no strikes.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
In the air to left center. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Palacios batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. This one in the air. Clement under it. He's got it. 1 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath a little bit and popped it up.
Now the number 2 hitter, Junior Caminero. Right through there for a strike.
Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
1 out, the runner at second here in the last half of the third. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Fastball for a strike.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Still tied at 0, last of the third. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
It's a good take.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Man at second. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. So now the DH spot, Christopher Morel. Ball one there. And fouled off. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. He's under it. That is the inning. So the rate. And we're back. John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Alejandro Kirk. The pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time. Pepio goes 6 feet 3 inches, 26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. On to first. 1 up, 1 down.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it across. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Right side. Lowe has it sized up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Josh Lowe. Francis back to work. Out towards left center. Clement takes it in for the out. And there's one away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
And that one pulled foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
One down, base is empty. Up and in, and the count is 1-2.
2 strikes, the count.
Kicks and fires. Ground ball to the right side. Horwitz takes it himself, and that quickly 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Carlson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. On the ground, right side. Over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Rays held in check here, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, number 36. Fought off foul.
Well, these Jays, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
DeLuca falls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. Luis De Los Santos next up for the Blue Jays. And a foul ball.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Stuart Baroa. Reached on an infield single his first time. That one pulled foul. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Back to right. Lowe has it sized up. Makes the grab. 2 down. And next for Toronto, Jose Barrios. Doubled in his first AB. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
In the air, right field, and makes the grab. And that is back now in Tampa Bay. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jose Caballero.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Driscoll in the box now. Takes strike 1. Caballero gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fouled off. He was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Francis keeping him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
0-2 now. Got him swinging. So the lineup flips over. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you get
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. And it throws off line, safe at third.
Well, does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
0-1's the count.
0-1. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. So 2 down now. And here is Jonathan Aranda. Ground ball right side. Horwitz steps on the bag. That ends the inning. And they limit the damage. Rays with an RBI triple. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the Toronto catcher, Tyler Heineman. Pepio back to work. Swing and a ball chopped up. Hauls it in for the out. Spencer Horwitz next up for the Blue Jays. Got one out to right. Lowe has it sized up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the center fielder.
So digging in, Alejandro Kirk. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And that is that. Blue Jays help. Back here at Tropicana Field at the plate, Christopher Morel. Into the outfield, base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts the bottom of the sixth with a double.
Wastes no time there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And here it comes. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Man at second. The punch out there. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Berrios makes the grab, and there's two gone. Stepping in for the Rays, Dylan Carlson. Right through there for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Man on second, two down. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, one hit, no errors. All set for the start of the inning. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Ernie Clement. On the ground to the left. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. No throw, and that's a tough time for an error.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the goal. This one in the air right field. Lowe has it sized up. Brings it in. The throw in. And he's out trying to get back to first. Double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes. Something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
Gets under and pops it up. Palacios settles under this one. Brings it in for the third out. Bottom of the seventh. And now here is Jose Caballero. Bassett will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Wind of the pitch. Strike one. Bassett, a 6'5" righty. He featured. Here's a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a slurve, and he works in a changeup. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And that one hammered way back on its way. And that one is out of here.
Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Base hit center field. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Wide throw, and it gets away.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Foul ball there. 1 run across in the frame so far. Here the bottom of the 7th. In the dirt, blocked. And an excellent job keeping it right there. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up. to the heater. And now the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a big swing and a miss.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I'll tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. They limit the damage here. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. You're watching. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. And now for the Jays, Stuart Baroa. The wind to kick. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Richard Lovelady up and throwing. Poche getting loose as well. Strike 2.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing is off.
The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how'd I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Carlson makes the grab, and there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Tyler Heineman. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
2 down. Now nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Two outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in. Back now in Tampa Bay. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Christopher Morel. That one misses. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Rays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
The pitch. Cut on and miss, struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Low. Stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout. Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
2 down, nobody on. Struck him out looking. And we're back. We go to the 9th. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. This one high in the air to left center. Carlson makes the grab, 1 down. He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder, Alejandro Kirk. And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't.
Lift it to left, and that should do it. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. 2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.